What's up, guys? All right, so it's the beginning of the next week. Just had the holiday weekend, which was Labor Day, not Memorial Day. So I said the Memorial Day in the last video, but I was tired, guys. So we're kicking this week off, and I am going to go ahead and jump about. I want to set myself up for about 8 o'clock in the morning, because this load we have on me, still that little tractor back there, the load that we still have on is going to Minnesota, to Minneapolis, and I can't make it there in a day. So it's going to benefit me today to try to grab as many parcels as I can headed that way. So we're going to see if this week brings a little bit more than last week was leading up to a holiday weekend. Now that we're done with the holiday weekend, let's see how freight moves this week. And with what was rolling off of the board and carrying over to this weekend, I noticed a lot of things that had carried from Friday that didn't get picked up to this weekend. So hopefully, usually the way that works is that it's going to roll into the next day that it's going to be picked up, which should be today. So I'm going to try to get myself in position. Like I said, I'm about an hour north from the house, and we'll jump on the boards and see what happens. All right, well, found another parcel going to Wisconsin en route to Minnesota, and this is all it ended up being. Just some flooring. I'm gonna have to throw a tarp over it because it's raw and it's about to rain, and it's already starting to sprinkle. So I'm just gonna strap this down. I'm gonna bag it like I did that that real short steel at one time, the flat bag. And I got to get out of here. Rushing for time today. I'm trying to get as far as I can, and it's about to rain, like I said. So I'm just gonna go ahead and strap this tar pit real quick, and then we'll get on down the road and try to find more. All right, guys, we got finally a day with no rain. This week has been terrible. It's like been an emotional roller coaster, honestly. It's been pieced together good though, but it's taken literally all my time. It's rained it's been raining like about 4 of the 5 days I've been here. It's finally not raining today, finally. So that's affected a lot of the ability to record some of this, especially some of the loads, unloads. I've had more people probably this week tell me I can't record because I always ask. Whether it be the shipper or the receiver, somebody always ends up saying that I can't record, or a lot of the first come first serve stuff. It's been crazy. So now we're to Friday, and I've got 2 pigs that's going to take up a total of 40 or 34 feet of the trailer, which is good. That'll be over the weekend, and we'll get this rolling. And I'm at my first site to pick up this morning. It doesn't look like they're quite open yet, but they're supposed to be opening in 2 minutes. So we'll start getting on here. If we can record this, cool. If not, I'll show the load. I've been on the phone a lot this week, almost every hour. So I apologize for the lapse and all this. I've tried to record all I could, but we'll get going on this. I'll try to do a little bit better today. We'll load this up. The second load does have to be tarped too, so we should be getting a little bit of everything today. I think they said that this one required chains. I'll find out when I see what it is. We might get a little chain, a little strapping, a little tarping, all in one video here. So let me go in, see if I can check into this place, and we'll get back to it. Strapped down, ready to go. It's a mixer, the infrastructure for it, and a cone. There's some hardware in a box, but that's all plating, so I don't have to worry about the box crushing it. Pieces of rails over there. That stuff doesn't even weigh 300 pounds. So that's it. Got a cross across the top, holding this in place. A lot of scratches and chips on this already. I just want to record, make sure I get any blemishes. I know there's one up there. Yeah, right in there. Looks like they might have hit it with the comb putting this together. Stopping to fuel up a little bit. Next stop for the pickup is Kenosha. You ever heard of it? Going to Kenosha. Both these loads go to Kentucky. This one that I just got, the mixer, and the one I'm coming to pick up. So we'll go there next and get this loaded. Be headed to the house. We got this tarp finally. Always odd shapes, seems like. Box in the middle. We're gonna do a big tuck in the back. It's only about 4 feet of tarp. To the side, I'll be watching that. There was one edge I couldn't get a hold of. I think I've got it trapped, but we'll see. Just that's something I'll watch for rolling down the road to see if I get a little flap. The rest, good to go. There wasn't really an easy way to get under the small part, and over wouldn't work either because there's bulges and stuff here. So I just went ahead and trapped it with the 4x4 there. Won't go anywhere. All right, let's roll out. All right, guys, so let's recap the week. This week was a mess. So Monday was Labor Day. Tuesday I headed out to finish delivering the partial from Atlanta that I picked up going to Minneapolis, the little baggage tractor. So on Tuesday, halfway to or a little bit north of where I live, was pretty much the halfway point going to Minneapolis, I found a load going to southwestern Wisconsin. So it kind of took me off of the normal trip. It barely took me out of route, but you know, it was more money, so went ahead and grabbed that. So Wednesday morning I dropped that load, made it to Minneapolis to finish dropping the baggage tractor, and shot over to St. Paul to pick up a partial, a 2-drop partial going to eastern Wisconsin. And so that was what I did. I drove that in Thursday, and that load and the load that I have now, which is 2 partials, 2 picks that I did today, those loads pay really good, which was kind of shocking. This was a really up and down week. There was a little bit, and then there was nothing, and then it just exploded. And it's crazy, and that's where I want to stress about this partial game with the HOTSHOT. If you're looking to get into this, you have no one calling you, you've got no direct contacts whatsoever, you're pure load board. Your searching skills are going to play a critical role. You're going to have to know how to search for freight, and you're going to have to know how to maximize that search for freight. But there's 3 things involved with finding loads: skill on the load board, luck, which is really trumps skill most of the time, and right place, right time. And you can't create freight, okay? And brokers can't create freight. You've got to work with what's there. With the HOTSHOT market, a lot of this stuff isn't pre-planned. It's last minute stuff or next day, and most of the time you're just not in the right spot. There are some stuff that you can kind of start to rely on, and you'll see that. You'll start to see repetition, but even that sometimes is fast. Sometimes that only lasts 2 weeks or 3 months. You know, there's not a lot in the HOTSHOT realm that, especially the spot market on a load board, that is consistent. And you'll see that, and it's, you know, you'll see that more when you get in a bind. And you'll just wish that, you know, this area was so hot last week, and now there's nothing. But you're gonna find that, and close the search when you leave, because from what I've been seeing the last couple of weeks, it seems like every time I leave an area, if I go back to that search the next day, it's as good as it could be. And I couldn't find anything the day before. Yeah, it's really frustrating. Like I said, the luck and the right place, right time, those have to be on your side. I mean, you want to have a really good week, all 3 of those things need to fall in place. Now, that's just, like I said, spot market on the load board, just starting out. You're not going to have anyone calling you. You're not going to have any direct shippers or even brokers that, you know, that you're in a relationship with, that you can, they call you for freight, basically. You're starting to get hit with email lists and stuff like that. Always ask for one of those, by the way, or ask to be put on one. Most of the time it's spam, you know, it's usually never, but every once in a while, they're nice to have, and they're nice to help others out with too. You might know somebody that, or you might, you know, start to develop friendships with people that also do HOTSHOT, and you might get spammed with a load that morning, and you just kind of glance at it, or even a list of loads, and you might know, hey, my buddy's going to be over there, he's dropping there today, and there's loads picking up. You know, you kind of relay that info, you know, start, like I said, you know, helping each other out. So yeah, this week was a mess. It rained almost every single day. It rained Tuesday, it rained Wednesday, Thursday. A lot of the loads I did were outside. I had a couple of people say I couldn't record again, so now I'm running into that too. So this week was really a mess. I spent a ton of time on the phone. a ton of time waiting. I got quite a bit of detention and even one layover this week, so not awesome, not a good week. As far as flow goes, it panned out though. So you know, you got to keep attacking it. You can't give up, can't give in. You can't just say, oh, I'm not doing anything, or throw your hands in the air and say, I'm just going to go home. That's not how you overcome anything out here like that. It'll just pass you by. This industry isn't going to wait on you, that's for sure. So yeah, bit of a messy week. I apologize for that. I wasn't able to upload anything else. Was really busy this week, or last weekend too, over the holiday weekend. Not even with holiday stuff, just when you're trying to organize the business while you're running the business, as in operating it, there's so much you've got to do, and there's so many things that come along that you're just busy. You're so busy. Be ready for that, or kind of really lock down the business structure. I mean, there's going to be things here and there, and I did that. You know, I'm just kind of piling in the loose ends, but there's so much phone time during the day that, you know, you're going to have to set reminders and stuff like that. It's really easy to let something slip, because you'll intend to do it, and then now it's 4 hours later and you just remembered to do it, but everybody's closed because now it's dark, or after business hours anyway. So we'll rack this up. This load that I'm picking up is 2 drops in Kentucky. This is taking me to the house, so I will be delivering both of these Monday morning, and we'll roll out from there. So hope you guys have another good weekend. Like I said, sorry about kind of the messed up week, but this was a messed up week for me too. So we'll see you guys next time.